Good evening. Welcome to this wonderful Wabash tradition, the Awards Chapel, during which we'll celebrate the fantastic accomplishments of our students and their teachers. Since at least 1956, and probably farther back than that, every year at about this time, we've lifted up our young men who excel in every academic discipline, as well as campus leaders, community service contributors, and athletes. It is often a very long night, as it should be, because we have so much to celebrate, so many achievements to recognize. We thank you for joining us here in the Pioneer Chapel, and we also want to give a warm Wabash welcome to our parents, family, alumni, and friends watching via the live stream. Our division chairs, Amanda Ingram in Division 1, Brian Tucker in Division 2, and Preston Bost in Division 3, will begin the awards presentations in their respective divisions, while Deans Greg Redding and Todd McDormand and I will present awards for all-around student achievement. So without further ado, I am pleased to introduce Amanda Ingram to begin our celebration.
It's my pleasure to recognize the young men who were awarded distinction on comprehensive exams in Division 1. I ask that as I call their names, they come to the front, and please hold your applause until I've read all the names. Kiani Kale Albright, Computer Science. Louis Defoe Dellinger, Mathematics. Luca Anthony DeFilippo, Computer Science. Julius Patrick Hearns, Computer Science. Ethan Maddox Johns, Mathematics. Jackson Carl Leeper, Computer Science. Thomas Richard Opman, Biochemistry. And Andrew John Robert Sinkovics, Biology. Let's give them a hand. The Norman E. Treves Science Award, established by Dr. Norman E. Treves, class of 1915, is awarded to a senior majoring in a Division I department who has shown the greatest progress academically and as an individual during his junior year. This year's Treves Award goes to Raymond Joseph Arabalo, Jr. Next, Dr. Heidi Walsh will present awards in biology.
Good evening. The Elliott C. Williams Undergraduate Prize in Biology was established by the friends and family of Professor Williams, a longtime and legendary professor of biology. The prize recognizes the outstanding junior biology major. This year's co-recipients are Cole Shiverly, who I believe is playing tennis away this evening, and Evan Dickey. The Ernest G. Carscallon Prize in Biology was established by Professor and Mrs. George C. Carscallon in memory of their son, Ernest. The award is presented annually to the outstanding senior biology major as voted by the biology faculty. The 2025 Carscallon Prize goes to Henry Giesel. The Thomas A. Cole Alumnus Prize in Biology is presented to a graduate who is doing outstanding work in the fields of biology, environmental science, or medicine. Originally named the Williams Alumnus Prize, this prize was renamed by the Williams family after the death of longtime Wabash faculty member Tom Cole in 1998. This year's winner is Justin Harmison from the class of 2018. The next award will be presented by chemistry professor Lon Porter.
The Borenstein Memorial Outstanding Freshman in Chemistry Award was established by the Chemistry Department in 2017 in memory of Luke Borenstein. Luke tragically passed away days before beginning his sophomore year and was known for his enthusiasm, generosity, talent, and dedication to the pursuit of knowledge that he might be of great use to the community. The award is given annually to the freshmen selected for both his aptitude for chemistry and commitment to the community. This year's Borenstein Memorial Outstanding Freshman in Chemistry Award goes to Jonathan Paracatu. Lloyd B. Doc Howe was a giant of Wabash chemistry, launching the careers of many Wabash students. To honor Doc and his wife Ione, former students have established the Howe Professorship in Chemistry, the Howe Scholarship, and the Howe Awards. The awards are given to sophomores and juniors with the right combination of attitude and aptitude for chemistry. And boy, are we spoiled this year. We have 6, so please hold your applause until we get all 3 of these guys up here. The first is Precious Enabar. William Boswell, Patrick Countryman, Ben Grill, Jacob Goose, and Nate Litz. You could have held that for later. On second thought, I think we're going to award a new Borenstein Memorial Award, so Jonathan, you can give. The Underwood Award was established by Julius Underwood Jr. in memory of his parents. His father, Julius Underwood Sr., was a member of the class of 1911 and an expert in the therapeutic use of radium. The award is given annually to the top junior chemistry major. This year's Underwood Award in chemistry goes to Precious Enabar. And now I'll welcome to the podium Professor Chad Westfall, who will present the awards for the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science.
The J. Crawford Poly Prize in Mathematics recognizes meritorious work by a student in mathematical writing and problem solving. The prize honors J. Crawford Poly, who was professor of mathematics at Wabash from 1929 to 1966. The winner receives a cash prize in recognition of his excellent work. This year, we award the Poly Prize to two students, Gregory Powers and Abdul Basit Tonmoy, for their contributions to the co-authored paper, Advanced Facial Emotion Classification with 135 Classes for Enhanced Cybersecurity Applications. Each year, the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science awards the George E. Karskalen Prize in Mathematics to a senior mathematics major for his outstanding achievements during his years at Wabash. The prize is given in memory of Professor George E. Karskalen, who taught mathematics at Wabash from 1924 to 1956. The awardee receives a check and a copy of the 4-volume set, The World of Mathematics. Winners' names are engraved on a plaque to be displayed in Goodrich Hall Commons Room. This year, we award the Karskalen Prize in Mathematics to Ethan Johns. The Department of Mathematics and Computer Science annually awards the David E. Meharry Prize in Computer Science to a senior computer science major in recognition of his outstanding achievements during his years at Wabash. The prize is given in honor of Professor David Meharry, who taught at Wabash from 1979 to 2010. The awardee receives a cash prize and a copy of the classic 3-volume series, The Art of Computer Programming. He will also have his name engraved on a plaque displayed in the Goodrich Hall Commons Room. This year, we award the Meharry Prize in Computer Science to two students, Luca DeFilippo and Jackson Leeper. Next, Professor Krause will present awards in physics.
The Fuller Prize is given annually to the most outstanding junior physics major, and usually takes the form, as it does this year, in the form of a 3-volume Feynman Lectures in Physics. This year, the Physics Department is delighted to present the 2025 Fuller Prize to Gus Sanchez. Now, Professor Brian Tucker, Chair of Division 2, will begin the presentation of awards in the Humanities and Fine Arts.
It's my pleasure to recognize those students who earned distinction on their comprehensive exams in the arts and humanities. Gentlemen, as I call your names, please come to the front and please hold your applause until all names have been called. Richard Allen Ballantyne, Spanish. Caden Elijah Beatty, Spanish. Andrew Thomas Deaver, Spanish. Aiden Michael Gelat, Spanish. Neil David Lehman, French. Noah Daniel McRoberts, Religion. Jacob Thomas Weber, Rhetoric. Logan Avery Wildbaker, double distinction, Classics and Theater. Congratulations, gentlemen. Our next presenter is Professor Annie Strader in the Art Department.
Hello. It is my pleasure to present these awards tonight to some very deserving students. I will present the Randolph H. Deere Prize for Outstanding and Continued Work in Art. We have 2 recipients for this year. If you're please hold your applause until I read both names. This award is for their dedication and production of high-quality artwork, and these 2 students are in their junior year. This year, the award goes to Noah Villalon and Tanner Quackenbush. They deserve it. The David B. Green Award for Distinguished Work in Art History goes to a student who exhibits intelligence, enthusiasm, empathy, and exceptional writing, presentation, and this year, that also includes artistic skills and the student's sort of bag of tricks. This year, the award goes to Quinn Scholler. The Paul J. Husting Award for Outstanding Work in Art goes to a senior whose artwork demonstrates exceptional creativity and technical skill. And I would say the student who's receiving it this year also takes a great amount of risk in his work. This year, the award goes to Noah Pendleton. And now Professor Hartnett will present for classics.
The McLean Prize in Classics honors the memory of Henry Zwingli McLean, Wabash class of 1867 and longtime Lafayette professor of Greek. A cash prize and a big book are awarded to a senior for his distinguished achievement in classics. This year's prize goes to someone who has thrown himself into exploring the ancient world in our classrooms, through study abroad and immersion learning, and even via photography and graphic design. Congratulations, Elijah Green. And now Professor Mong will present the English Awards.
Okay, lock in, people. We've got 5 awards, because everyone knows English is where the money's at. The Robert O. Petty Prize in Writing, established by Dr. W. Franklin Harris in memory of Dr. Petty, professor of biology at Wabash from 1959 to 1990, is given annually to encourage and recognize student writing that draws on the fertile boundary between the sciences and the humanities. The winner this year is Trey Shube for his paper, Trends in USGA Rhetoric. The Nicholas McCarty Harrison Essay Award is made each year from a fund established in 1944 by Mrs. Nancy E. Harrison in memory of her husband, Nicholas McCarty Harrison, class of 1895. Income from the fund is to be used for awards to students who submit the best essay in the field of American Studies. This year's winner is Preston Parker for his paper, Let Nothing Stand in Your Way, Getting Angels in America to Wabash College. The Robert S. Edwards Creative Writing Award, a memorial to Robert S. Edwards, class of 1943, in recognition of his deep faith in the power of language, especially the written word, is given annually to that member of the junior or senior class who demonstrates the greatest skill and originality in creative writing in a course offered by the English department. This year's prize goes to Ashton Moore. The Ruth Margaret Farber Award in English. This award is made each year from a fund established by John Farber, class of 1915, in honor of his mother, whose keen intellect, sound judgment, and generous hospitality made her home in Mills Place a beloved second home for students and faculty. The award goes to that member of the junior class who has shown the most promise as a student of English or American literature. This year's award is split equally between 2 students. Please hold your applause till they're both announced. Evan Bone and Carson Wirtz. The Walter L. Fertig Prize in English is given annually to a member of the senior class who, in the judgment of the English department, has accomplished distinguished work in his study of English and American literature. The prize takes the form of a cash award derived from a memorial fund established in 1977 by Mrs. Catherine Fertig, Paul Fertig, class of 1941, and their families, with monies contributed by the Friends of Walter L. Fertig, longtime Milligan Professor of English Literature and Chairman of the English Department. This year's award goes to Seth Acero. All right, and now we have Professor Dan Rogers from Modern Languages.
It's my honor to stand before you to give out prizes in modern languages. I'd like to start with the Robert King German Prize. The King Prize is given to a student in the graduating class with an exceptionally fine record in German and who will continue his education after graduation. The prize was established in 1929 to honor the memory of Professor Robert Augustus King, who served the college as a teacher and registrar from 1891 to 1919. This year, the prize is going to a student who has consistently distinguished himself as a student of German, Ryan Papandrea. The Kudlati Senior Spanish Award was established to honor and extend Professor Jack Kudlati's lifelong commitment to teaching and scholarship in Spanish language and literature, and is given each year to the outstanding Spanish major at Wabash. This year, the prize is shared between two outstanding students who exemplify Jack Kudlati's commitment, Aiden Jalot and Caden Beatty. The Annie Kryn Leavenworth French Prize is presented annually to a student of French who demonstrates exceptional dedication to French language, literature, and culture. Annie Kryn Leavenworth was one of the first French professors at Wabash, and she was also the first woman to hold the rank of assistant professor at the college. The recipient of the Leavenworth Prize is presented with the French medal made at the French Mint in Paris. And this year, the prize is shared between two outstanding majors, Neil Lehman and Jake Weber. And now, Professor Michael Abbott will present a prize from music.
In a moment, I'll award the Louis Caduano Prize in Piano to the least surprising recipient of the evening. Before I do, I'd like to acknowledge a very important person without whom our recipient may have never even learned to play the piano. For 17 years, Cheryl Everett has been this young man's piano teacher, since before his feet could even reach the floor from the piano bench. 3 days ago, our recipient performed a senior recital in Salter Hall that no one who attended will ever forget. Soon, this gifted musician will go to grad school and study with other teachers, but tonight, I want to recognize Cheryl Everett for her work with this young man and countless other students at Wabash and our broader community. There she is at the organ. Come on, Cheryl. Yes. I will ask Cheryl to join me as we present the Louis Caduano Prize in Piano to Ben Kasika Patton.
The J. Harry Cotton Prize in Philosophy was given in honor of J. Harry Cotton, professor of philosophy at Wabash College from 1947 to 1969. It is given to the senior who has done the best work in philosophy during the year. This year's winner, I am pleased to announce, is Stiles McCorkle. Next, Professor Derek Nelson will present awards for religion.
The Religion Department is pleased to present the John N. Mills Prize in Religion. This prize, given by Mrs. Mabel M. Mills in honor of her husband John, class of 1878, was originally to be awarded to the 3 students of the junior class who rank highest in an examination of the English Bible. The awards are now given to those who have done excellent work in religion courses, including courses on the Bible and the Department of Religion. There are 3 winners this year, in alphabetical order: Braden Potters, Lucas Rannard, and Christopher Runyon. Congratulations. Now Professor Anderson will present the award in rhetoric.
The Joseph O'Rourke Jr. Award in Speech was established by the friends and family of Professor O'Rourke in recognition of his creative teaching and long-standing commitment to undergraduate achievement. The award is given to the graduating senior with the best senior project in rhetoric, as judged by the members of the rhetoric department. The winner receives a cash prize and will have his name engraved on the O'Rourke plaque in the Ball Theater lobby. This year's recipient is Jacob Weber for his essays, Layers of the Onion, Generic Deviation, and the Burlesque Frame in the U.S. Supreme Court. And now Jim Cherry will announce the awards for the theater department.
The Kenneth Cloth Design and Technical Theater Award is presented annually to the Wabash student for outstanding achievement in the area of scenic, lighting, costume, prop, and sound design and technical theater. This award is in memory of Kenneth W. Cloth, Wabash College scenic designer from 1979 to 1984. In addition to a small financial award, this year's Cloth Prize comes with a Leatherman multi-purpose tool engraved with WAF, which stands for Wabash Always Fixes. Stuff is implied. And this year's winner this is very appropriate for this year's winner, who is so versatile and resourceful and who always fixes stuff. This year's Cloth Award goes to Xavier Cienfuegos. The Hermione C. Leonardis Theater History Award is presented annually to the student who, in the estimation of the department faculty, has done outstanding work in the study of theater history, dramatic literature, and criticism. The award was established in memory of Hermione C. Leonardis
In addition to a small financial award, the Leonardus Prize is a hardcover copy of the Bible of theater history. History of the Theater by Oscar Brockett and Franklin Hildy. This year's winner is Carson Wirtz. Before I announce the Champion Award, I would like to mention that this year's season was notable for the number of adults from the Wabash community who trod the boards. Theater is a communal effort, and I would like to recognize the real acting chops of some faculty and staff. Dan Rogers, Jill Rogers, Julia Phipps, Adam Phipps, Andrew Day, Nate Baldwin, and Michael Abbott. I would ask if they're here, stand and take a bow, please. Take a bow. Take a bow. There we go. There we go. Anybody else? It was really nice to have some grown-ups in the room. The Champion Award is given annually by the Wabash College Theater Department to a student demonstrating excellence in the areas of acting and directing. The award honors the memory of Ryan Champion, a member of the class of 2007 who died in an automobile accident in 2004. Ryan's participation in theater production work in the musical 1776, produced in October of 2004, set a standard of quality and commitment recipients of this award will be expected to achieve. The endowment for the Ryan Champion Theater Performance Award was established through a gift from Mr. Greg Theobald, class of 1992, and Ryan's friends, family, and classmates. In addition to a small financial award, the Champion Award is traditionally a costume article from a production in which the winner appeared. Ideally, it's a costume article that is embarrassing to put on in front of a large crowd at awards chapel. In this case, it is a personalized fanny pack from the production of Airness, which is perfect for air guitar or just going to the grocery store. But this year's Champion Award goes to Josh Campbell. And now for the Glee Club Awards, Professor Juan Hernandez.
Hello. Today, the Glee Club celebrates actually 3 extraordinary seniors whose time in the Glee Club has left a lasting legacy of musicianship, leadership, and character. These 3 seniors leave behind not only a beautiful music, but also a legacy of leadership, friendship, and service. The first prize to be awarded is the Glee Club Senior Award, and this is going to be given to 2 seniors. This person has led with compassion, has gone out of his way to welcome others, making it a point to connect with every new member and helping to foster the friendships that make the Glee Club such a meaningful group. He lives by example, offering help before it's needed and ensuring no one feels left behind. This person doesn't just believe in the gentleman's rule, he lives it. His leadership has brought unity and joy to the Glee Club. This year's one of the recipients of the Glee Club Senior Award, this year's Glee Club President, Carl Suba. The other recipient of the Glee Club Senior Award. This person has been a vital anchor in the Glee Club's bass section, always attentive and musically prepared. This person contributes a deep sense of musicality and discipline to every rehearsal. Behind the scenes, this student has gone the extra mile to maintain the Glee Club's library, ensuring that things run smoothly for everybody else. He is the kind of member who makes an ensemble stronger, not just through talent, but through service, humility, and care. Oscar Jacome Huesca. Now the R. Robert Mitchum Glee Club Leadership Award is presented to a member of the Glee Club who demonstrates leadership qualities in the efforts of the Glee Club. This student exemplifies what it means to be a Wabash gentleman, always reliable, respectful, and supportive. This senior has contributed to the Glee Club not only through his actions, but through his voice, rich, expressive, and full of musical sensitivity. He approaches each rehearsal with focus and enthusiasm, never shying away from a challenge, and helping those who might encounter difficulties in rehearsal. His love for complex music reflects his commitment to growth as both a student and a singer. This student's steady presence and thoughtful nature have elevated the ensemble, setting a high bar for those who follow. It's a pleasure to present the R. Robert Mitchum Glee Club Leadership Award to Jake Weber. Now help me welcome Professor Post as he presents distinctions in Comprehensive Exams Division 3 and the George D. Lovell Award.
It is my pleasure to celebrate those students who earned distinction in comprehensive exams in, the social sciences this year. As always, feel free to applaud enthusiastically once all have been called forward. Sarvik Chowdhury, PPE. Andrew Dever, History. Quinn Manford, History. Jacob Ostman, Financial Economics. Gabriel Pirtle, PPE. Nathaniel Plake, Political Science. Preston Reynolds, History. Luis Rivera, Psychology. Justin Santiago, Financial Economics. Congratulations. The George D. Lovell Award is presented annually to an outstanding junior or senior who is majoring in social studies. This award is provided by income from a fund established in 1986 by family, friends, colleagues, and former students of Dr. Lovell, longtime chair of the Social Sciences Division, chair of the Psychology Department, and Beasley Distinguished Professor. This year's recipient is, get back up here, Luis Rivera. Our next presenter is Professor Peter Mikek of the Economics Department.
It is my pleasure to present economics prizes for this year. The first one is the Benjamin Rogie Memorial Award that celebrates the legacy of Benjamin Rogie, who served Wabash for many years as professor of economics and dean of the college. It recognizes the academically outstanding member of the senior class in economics. The winner of the Rogie Memorial Award for 2025 is Ryan Papandrea. The Schmatti Prize for the best paper in economics is awarded to that student paper which best demonstrates insightful analysis and clear exposition. It's my pleasure to present the 2025 Schmatti Prize to two recipients for their papers. First has the title, The Impact of Macroeconomics Indicators on Sectoral Employment, Evidence from 2008 Crisis, and the second, The Working Class, Gender Gap, and Potential Contributing Factors. The awards go to Cooper Jarvis and Matthew Lesniak. The Warren Wright Scherer Prize is presented to that junior who has best command of economic theory. The winner this year is Braden Gendron. Distinguished Senior in Financial Economics Award goes to the senior who both achieved academic standard of excellence and performed best in the major. There are two recipients this year, and that are Jake Ustman and Santiago Justin. Next to education, Professor Seltzer Kelly will award those awards.
Honoring the memory of Caleb Mills, the first faculty member at Wabash College and father of the Indiana public school system, the Caleb Mills Award in Education Studies is presented annually to a member of the graduating class whose achievement in the minor and contribution to the department have been most distinguished. The recipient demonstrates a commitment to service in public education and/or policy. This year, we're awarding two graduating seniors, both of whom are entering the teaching profession. I'm pleased to present this award to Aidan Jalot and Jacob Sitzman. The Education Studies Scholar Award honors a graduating Education Studies minor who demonstrates outstanding engagement and consistently high-quality academic work in the Education Studies program. This year's award, I'm happy to present to Enrique Ruiz. Professor Warner will now present the History Awards.
The John F. Charles Prize is awarded to the senior history major, who is considered the most outstanding in fields of history outside of the U.S. It's presented by the History Department in honor of our friend and colleague, John F. or Jack Charles. This year we have two winners, Quinn Manford and Andrew Deaver. So the Grona Scholarship is given annually to a senior who has demonstrated excellence in study of the U.S. history and government. It's presented by the Byron Cox Post number 72, and we have a representative here on the floor, Commander Bonita Clement, who's going to help us give the award. It's in memory of Theodore G. Groner, honorary of 59, a longtime professor of history at Wabash College and a former commander of the post. So at this point, I'd like to invite Preston Reynolds to come down to the floor and say. Next up, political science with Professor McCrary.
The Waldo E. Stevens Scholarship was established in memory of Dr. Waldo E. Stevens, 72, by his wife, Doris. The scholarship is awarded annually to a junior who plans a career of government service. Ben Cody, a political science major, has interned at a law firm that focuses on serving municipal government. He has played leading roles in the government of both the Wabash student body and his fraternity, Delta Tau Delta. The George A. Lipsky Memorial Award is designed to recognize the student that most closely represents the characteristics of excellence that were possessed by George A. Lipsky, chair of the Political Science Department from 1967 to 1971. The award is predicated on the student's breadth of learning, not merely in the field of political science, but in the disciplines within the liberal arts curriculum as well. The student's commitment to humane and civilized values, and the student's ability to analyze and evaluate contemporary social issues. Sam Benedict demonstrates leadership and excellence in political science, and through his editing experience at the Bachelor, which covers contemporary social issues and controversial debates on campus. Sam brought this excellence to his senior paper in political science on the politics of campus protests. The N. Ryan Shaw II Award, in the form of a Wabash Captain's Chair, is presented annually to the outstanding political science major. The award is given by Virginia J. Shaw in memory of her husband, a member of the class of 1953. Nathaniel Plake impressed the political science faculty with his well-thought and well-executed senior project on protests at Wabash. He demonstrates the empathy and humanitarian personality we seek to cultivate among our students. Now I'd like to introduce my colleague, political science professor Scott Himsel, who directs our pre-law program.
The Joseph J. Daniels Prize, named for a 1911 graduate who was a very prominent lawyer and longtime trustee, recognizes excellence in constitutional law. Our two winners have not only excelled in all aspects of the discipline, but they made me very happy because they frequently disagreed. One of our two winners, Mr. Toby Condon, could not be here tonight because he's studying abroad, but I believe our other winner is here, Mr. Elijah Wetzel. The William Nelson White Scholarship recognizes scholarship, personal integrity, and an understanding of the professional requirements of the practice of law. So we call it the I Really Want to Be a Lawyer Award. And our winner really wants to be a lawyer. And of the many examples I could choose is his excellence as a moot court advocate. You've seen him many times tonight already, Jake Weber. The James Bingham Award, given to excellent law school-bound seniors, is named for a graduate of the class of 1911 who successfully and enthusiastically practiced law for 66 years. Each of our three winners has successfully and enthusiastically engaged in all that Wabash has to offer. Mr. Louis Dellinger, Mr. Gabriel Pirtle, and Mr. Eli Martin. The David W. Peck Jr. Medal is named for a member of the class of 1922 who was a very prominent New York City lawyer. It is our highest pre-law award. Our winner has consistently excelled in all aspects of our pre-law program. Indeed, we envy his future clients. Andrew Dever. Professor Frank Howland will present the PPE Prize.
Good evening. Today I will present the award named after Tom, who's the class of 1973, and Ann Walsh. It's the Outstanding Senior Award in Philosophy, Politics, and Economics. This award is given by the PPE Steering Committee to the outstanding member of the senior class who has majored in philosophy, politics, and economics. This year, the award goes to Luis Sanchez. Our next award will be given by Professor Eric Olofsson of Psychology.
The Distinguished Senior in Psychology Award was established in 1985 to honor the senior major who best represents the department's ideal for outstanding scholarship, research, and service. The recipient receives a plaque and a monetary award, and his name is immortalized on a departmental plaque recognizing all past recipients. It is my great pleasure to present the Distinguished Senior in Psychology Award to Luis Rivera. Next, Jim Amidon will present the awards in journalism.
It has been a remarkable 3 years for student journalism at Wabash. Very few colleges in our state, let alone any our size, put out a weekly newspaper filled with solid news and sports coverage, timely opinion pieces, crossword puzzles, incredible photography, and reviews and lunch spots in town. For the third year in a row, The Bachelor was named Outstanding Paper in Division III. The Patterson-Goldberger Outstanding Freshman in Journalism Award was established by Professor of English Tom Campbell and his wife, Rose. Tom taught at Wabash from 1976 to 2011, and the award is presented to the member of the freshman class who's contributed most significantly to student journalism at Wabash. On the 100th anniversary of Alexander Goldberger's graduation, we are pleased to honor a freshman who contributed mightily across several departments within The Bachelor, including many Page One stories. Please join me in congratulating the Patterson-Goldberger Outstanding Freshman in Journalism, Owen Vermeulen. The Robert S. Harvey Outstanding Editor Award is presented to the editor who, above all others, made significant contributions to journalism at Wabash. Our Outstanding Editor Award winner had an outstanding year with The Bachelor. He was the news editor and anchored the best news section of any small college paper in Indiana. His 2 first-place news stories in the ICPA competition are evidence of his commitment to journalism and his excellence as a practitioner. And over the last month, he slid into the role of editor-in-chief, a position he'll hold next year. Please join me in honoring James Jimbo Wallace, winner of the Robert S. Harvey Award. Endowed by the Crawfordsville Journal-Review newspaper, the Jim Lees Outstanding Student in Journalism Award is presented to that student who best exemplifies the standards of journalistic excellence that Jim Lees demonstrated in 20 years of covering Wabash College. This year, we've chosen 2 men to receive the Jim Lees Award. The first is a 2-time editor-in-chief who led the Bachelor staff with confidence and good judgment. and whose dedication was twice honored by the Indiana Collegiate Press Association, with The Bachelor earning first place as best D3 newspaper in the state. Our other winner is a big reason for The Bachelor's three-peat as Paper of the Year. He's an undaunted, unrelenting sports editor whose sports news and features mark him as the best of a generation at Wabash. This year's winners of the Jim Lees Award are Editor-in-Chief Sam Benedict and sports editor Ethan Wallace. Our next presenter is my classmate and a good friend, Dean Stephen Jones.
Good evening. The Malcolm X Institute of Black Studies Service Award. This award is presented to the outstanding senior who has demonstrated commitment and unwavering support of MXIBS programs. In summary, he has been engaged since day one of his membership and has gone above and beyond to ensure the success of the MXI and creating a more welcoming Wabash community. Tonight, our recipients are Kiani Albright, who finished classes in December, Christian Gray, and Julius Herms. I now present seniors Jonah Billups and Mr. Anthony Donahue.
The Senior Award of Merit is awarded annually by the Student Senate in conjunction with the National Association of Wabash Men. The prize is given to the senior who, throughout his years at Wabash College, has demonstrated outstanding achievement in scholarship, service, and extracurricular activities. The award is particularly meaningful in that the entire nominating process and final selection of the recipient are performed solely by Wabash students. The honor is truly a reflection of the beliefs of the recipient's peers.
With that being said, I'd like to push back against Professor Abbott's point earlier. Some might say this is the least surprising recipient of the night. Anthony and I have been fortunate enough to know this person since before our freshman year started during WLIP, so shout out to Dr. Horton, Dr. Lamberton, and everyone who's involved with that. You guys are obviously doing good work. The winner of this award is Luis Rivera. And next, presenting the Pete Vaughn Award is Mr. Tanny.
This year's recipient of the Pete Vaughn Outstanding Athlete of the Year Award was named a 2024 NCAA All-American in cross country. He also won the 2024 North Coast Athletic Conference and the NCAA Great Lakes Regional Individual Championships. He holds Wabash records in the 3,000 and 5,000 meters, and most recently received second-team All-American honors at the NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships. Congratulations to Braden Kernet. now Mr. Jeff Beck.
For 30 years, the founding director of the Writing Center, Julia Rosenberg, was a tireless advocate for Wabash students. The title of Julia Rosenberg Writing Scholar honors the writing consultants who have most emulated her dedication and recognizes their contributions to the Wabash Writing Center, to Wabash students, and the wider Writing Center community. Tonight, we recognize two students. Both students have eagerly supported their peers at the MXI satellite space, are in the words of Writing Center Director Zachary Koppelman, some little giants. I call to the stage Caden Beatty and Lance Williams. The Wedgeworth Library Research, Scholarship, and Creativity Award was established by Dr. Robert Wedgeworth, class of 1959, and C.K. Wedgeworth in the year of 2010. The award recognizes students who make the most effective use of library resources in developing their celebration presentations. From Division 1, we recognize Don Silas for his presentation, CSR, Empowering Appalachian Communities Through Nursing Education. From Division 2, we recognize Elijah Wetzel for his presentation, Counterintuitive Justice, How the Supreme Court's Free Exercise Jurisprudence Bucks America's Cultural and Religious Trends. And from Division 3, we recognize David Leal for his presentation, Making Home, Charting the Relationship between Wabash's Latino clubs and immigration. Please come to the stage, gentlemen. On behalf of the members of the Wabash chapter of Phi Beta Kappa, I'm honored to announce the names of the 15 seniors and 8 juniors who we have elected into membership. Our chapter at Wabash College was chartered in 1898, the 42nd chapter of the society and the second in the state of Indiana. The Greek letters Phi Beta Kappa represent the initials of words often translated as, "The love of wisdom is the helmsman of life." We will formally initiate these students on May 16th at 3 p.m. in the Lovell Lecture Hall. All of you are welcome to join us at that time at this august and venerable initiation ceremony. Please hold your applause till we name all of our students. I ask the following students to rise and remain standing in place until your class has been called. We recognize the following students from the senior class: Richard Ballantine, Nicholas Bastian, Benjamin Kosika-Patton, Connor Craig, Luca DiFilippo, Aidan Gelat, Justin Generis, Elijah Green, Quinn Manford, Robert Benuzzi, Thomas Ottman, Preston Reynolds, Louis Rivera, Caden Short, and Jacob Weber. Congratulations. We also recognize the following students from the junior class. Please rise as I call your name. Precious Einabor, Augusta Kerr Gadini, Trion Dole, Justin Lewis, Armand Luthra, Braden Potters, Augustin Sanchez, and John Chenair. Each year, the Wabash chapter of Phi Beta Kappa awards recognition and a cash prize to that undergraduate who is judged to have produced the most original and meritorious piece of work, whether artistic or analytical. This year, we recognize Logan Wallbaker for his work on directing 12 Angry Men. Mr. Adam Kirsch will now present for the Wabash Club.
The Wabash Club of Indianapolis, formerly known as the Indianapolis Association Wabash Men, annually awards the Scholar Athlete Award to the Wabash senior who has demonstrated excellence both in athletics and in scholarship. The students are nominated by the Wabash College Athletic Department and selected by the board of the Wabash Club of Indianapolis. On behalf of the Wabash Club of Indianapolis, I'm proud to award this year's Wabash Club of Indianapolis Scholar Athlete Award to Ethan Johns. Next up is Dean Redding.
The Dr. Paul T. Hurt Award was created by his family in memory of Paul T. Hurt, MD, class of 1909. The award is given annually to a deserving freshman in recognition of all-around achievement in his first year at Wabash. Nominations are submitted by resident assistants and fraternity leaders, and the winner is selected by the Dean of Students and his staff. This year, we have selected Luke W. Parika. Each year, the Community Engaged Learning Committee awards the Community Service Award for outstanding work to a student who has embodied the spirit of selfless community service to Wabash College, Crawfordsville, and Montgomery County. A charitable donation will be made on their behalf to the charity of their choice. This award goes to Matthew Ryan Lepper. The Angus Scientech Award is made possible by the DJ Angus Scientech Educational Foundation. It goes to a sophomore or junior student in recognition of excellence in science, mathematics, or social sciences, particularly one who has shown exceptional improvement in academic performance over the last year. The 2025 winner of this award is Angel Perez. The Fred N. Doherty Award, established by the directors of HC Industries, goes to a student from here in Montgomery County who has shown significant intellectual and social growth, service, leadership, and achievement as a result of his Wabash experience. This year's recipient is Oscar Hakome Huesca. Dr. Todd McDorman, Dean of the College, will present the next awards.
The Dean Stevens Award was created as a memorial to Dean Stevens, a member of the Wabash College coaching staff who died in an airplane accident in October 1958. The award is given annually to that member of the junior class who best reflects the broad intellectual and personal interests, the high moral courage, and the humane concerns of Dean Stevens himself. On the occasion of his 21st birthday, on December 7th, 1951, Dean wrote the following reflective poem: "To be young in heart and young in spirit, to be firm in body and open in mind, to be strong in belief and humble in approach, to seek understanding and tolerance, to love each day and live in beauty, to seek truth and knowledge, to laugh at darkness and be silent under the sheltering tree, to make righteous my soul, to be 21. It's my honor to present this award to John P. Schnery. Created by the class of 1990, the Louis Salter Memorial Award is given to that member of the junior class who best exemplifies the characteristics of scholarship, character, leadership, and service that Dr. Louis Salter embodied as a Wabash faculty member and as Wabash's 12th president. With us this evening representing the class of 1990 is David Horvath. The faculty vote on students nominated for this award, and this year they have selected Gus Sanchez. We have spent this evening recognizing excellence in our student body, but it is now time to take a few moments to honor two of our faculty. These awards were established by Reed McLean, class of 1927, in honor of his longtime friend, Claire McTurnan, class of 1910, and a former trustee of the college. A subsequent bequest from the estate of Mr. McTurnan and an additional gift from Kent Arnold, class of 1929, were added to the fund, which we know today as the McLean-McTurnan-Arnold Endowment, the income from which funds two special awards for faculty. A faculty committee selects annually the recipient of the McLean-McTurnan-Arnold Research Fellowship. In January, they announced that Professor of Mathematics and Computer Science Chad Westfall is this year's winner. During the coming year, Professor Westfall will carry out his research project entitled Epidemiological Models for Zika Virus Disease Incorporating Agent-Based Complex Networks and Behavioral Responses. Let us again congratulate Dr. Westfall on his selection. Tonight, I am also honored to announce the recipient of the 2025 McLean-McTurnan-Arnold Excellence in Teaching Award. This honor is perhaps the highest that can be bestowed on a Wabash faculty member, given the excellence in teaching that is both a tradition and source of pride at the college. Accordingly, to honor a faculty colleague with this award, is one of the highlights of my work as dean. And the dedication, energy, and enthusiasm as a teacher shown by this year's winner serves as a model for us all. This year's recipient of the McLean McTurnan Arnold Teaching Award is a colleague with a well-established record of success in every teaching format: large lectures, small seminars, and one-on-one work with especially gifted students. A colleague who, in the best liberal arts tradition, pushes students to engage with cultures, texts, and ideas across differences of time and space. Who brings the past to life and helps students see its relevance to their own lived experience. Who cares deeply about teaching as a form of community building. Someone who makes sure that his students are both well-fed and well-read. Someone who shows students that they can read a building, a public space, a monument, or an artifact just as deeply as a traditional text. Someone who I regularly see walking around campus at a brisk pace, earbuds in, generally animatedly engaged in deep conversation as they go, moving as though they're training for an upcoming race. A race in which they will lead students, colleagues, and trustees. It is a merry band when he visits a museum or ancient site for one of the many immersion courses he has led. And last but not least, someone who infuses everything he does with a great deal of verve, energy, and pep. Whether you're measuring in decibels or dedication to his craft, this year's winner is most deserving for the McLean McTurnan Arnold Excellence in Teaching Award. Please join me in congratulating Professor of Classics Jeremy Hartnett. Next, please welcome back President Feller for the presentation of the McIntosh Fellows.
James Putnam Goodrich established the George Lewis McIntosh Award in memory of the 6th president of our college. Each year, the college provides scholarships to 6 graduating seniors who will be going on to graduate or professional schools. The recipients of the scholarships are designated as McIntosh Fellows. Selection is made by a committee of the college based on departmental recommendation. This year's McIntosh Fellows are Henry Geisel, Thomas Oppman, Preston Reynolds, Louis Rivera, Caden Short, and James Salke. Please join me. On a night like this, when we've been able to celebrate so many outstanding individuals, I'd like to take a final moment to thank the people who made this event possible. First, I want to thank Amber King and the Dean of the College's office, who puts this event together every year. I'm glad to recognize for a second time Cheryl Everett, who plays the prelude and postlude. We thank you for that and for accompanying our Glee Club. I'd also like to thank everyone in the communications office for putting together our program and the live stream event tonight that has allowed this to be shared with families all around the country. Thanks also to our donors and friends who were able to join us for tonight's program. Wabash runs on philanthropy, and I think it was really special that yesterday we celebrated a very intense day where we raised about $1.8 million. Yay, give us a hand. But as important as that one day was, is also to recognize that this evening we gave awards that were established more than 100 years ago by donors. The tradition of philanthropy at Wabash is strong. It's what makes us great. And every young man in the room tonight, I hope, has an understanding for the importance of the generosity of alumni and friends and the many ways they support our college. One more round for philanthropy and our donors. Finally, I want to thank you for being here. I've sat in those seats. I know what it's like. I'm happy that all of us, though, were able to come and share in this celebration of young men and their teachers. And we are excited to witness the many ways that these young men will change the world over the arc of their lives. Good evening.